C'est parti. Le trailer. Let's go. Découverte du gameplay de Final Shape. Nom de Zeus.
Hey everyone, this is Luke from the
C'est pas un
Destiny team.
trailer.
The Final Shape is the culmination of a 10-year journey. A journey that
Ça fait
began
10
on
ans.
the Cosmodrome, took you to the moon, Venus, Mars, the reef, and beyond.
Il y a plein de
It's a journey
planètes
that'll
enlevées.
end inside the Traveler, with you facing the Witness.
Et non, c'est Luc.
But
Exactement.
facing the Witness is not the end of Destiny 2. And it's definitely not the end of Destiny.
C'est pas la fin. Ça, on
After
aime
you
bien.
face the Witness,
Rassure-nous.
We're going to tell you what's coming next to Destiny 2 and beyond.
Dis-nous,
We'll see
vas-y.
you soon.
Encore 10 ans. Nous, on valide. C'est vrai que ça nous rajeunit pas.
The Final Shape has been an amazing project to work on. The amount of creativity, the amount of design work, the amount of all these elements coming together has been inspirational.
I was like, are you guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing this?
It looks awesome.
I think that we're gonna have a pretty big impact and it's gonna shake things up a lot.
And we just wanted to give you a glimpse of what we're working on.
Allez. Je reconnais ces voitures. C'est pour la blague. Oh! Tiens, regarde en bas à gauche. Aussi. Je suis en qualité max là? Attendez. Pardon. Excusez-moi, mais... C'était dégueu. Vilaine bête, là. Oh, il y a des volants! Ils sont sympas, les volants. Mettez-moi en une statue. J'avoue que ça aurait été mieux dans le collector que la tour. Hein. On est d'accord? Ça aurait été mieux. C'est joli, c'est coloré comme zone, ça.
We are going into the pale heart of the Traveler, and the Traveler has chosen you, the Guardian, to be its champion. It's empowering us with gifts that we've never really had
Et c'est
before.
pour ça
One
qu'il y a
of the
les en
concept
bas, là.
artists
On est
early
d'accord,
on
on est en mode
created
conquérant.
this very evocative image of a guardian
C'est ça que je
with
faisais en bas à
light
gauche.
armor and dark armor.
We're like, we really need this in the
c'est
final
trop
shape.
stylé,
This
ça.
is the ultimate form of being a Guardian, to wield light and darkness at the same time. We built Prismatic exactly to be that.
Du coup, let's go, on
Prismatic
cumule tout,
is
quoi.
the
Oh là
new
là.
subclass in the Final Shape where you can combine certain class abilities from different
Alors, c'est pas
damage types
changer de
together.
doctrine.
Getting light and dark
C'est
and
mettre
mastering it. No one's done that before. Like the Witnesses
la
manipulating
grenade
energies like
d'une,
this, but the Witness is
la
not a
mêlée d'une
master of light
autre,
and dark.
etc.
You are. The Guardian is. Players are.
Ouais, c'est ça, c'est combiné,
In
exactement.
Prismatic, underneath your super bar, there's a light meter and a dark meter. As you deal damage
c'est pour
with
ça
either
que
light
les-
damage or dark
Ok.
damage, it fills the respective sides of the meter.
Il y a une
Once
lumière
both
ténè-
sides
il y a
are
une
full,
jauge ténèbres
you
et
get
une jauge
this
lumière, en fait.
new level of power that we're calling Transcendence.
Je trouvais ça
I
bien qu'il y ait une
love
deuxième barre, je me
Transcendence
suis dit...
because you do these cool motions.
For Warlocks, we have this cool like mystic pose. Hunters are gonna do this cool like
The Titan one where you just go.
while you're transcendent, you get a new, unique grenade that combines both light and dark together. The hunters like, get this fire and ice combo. Titans.
Ok, donc
strand
ensuite, une
and
fois qu'on a
fire.
transcendé en
For the
ayant tout
Warlock,
rempli,
Stasis and void together.
on a des nouvelles
You have
grenades.
a weapon damage bonus that
Mix.
stacks on top of other weapon damage bonuses. Your grenade and melee are both instantly refunded when you cast Transcendence, so you can loop them together.
Et
one
vous avez
after the
direct
other.
votre grenade et votre mêlée quand vous lancez la
That's
transcendance.
really exciting.
That is so good.
We're kind of thinking about Prismatic as this advanced subclass where you have more build crafting options, more potential combinations, more fragments than you normally get,
Et
more
surtout plus
fragment
de
slots
fun.
to socket them than you normally get.
That is a lot of combinations.
2,300. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm just the art director. I think that Prismatic feels like you are doing
Oui,
combinations
ça,
you
j'avoue que
shouldn't
pour
be able
l'équilibrage,
to
c'est
do.
quelque
It
chose.
feels a
Hein.
little game breaking. I'm not gonna lie.
A little bit.
Mais au moins pour le PvE, c'est fun, quoi.
You're
Ce
gonna
qu'on
be
veut,
like,
quoi.
oh no, what have I done? I'm gonna be here all night.
J'aime bien, hein. Au moins ça va dans le style que je vous dis, qui me semble important dans ce genre de jeu, c'est pas oublier le fun quoi.
Just about the mastery of light and dark. It's not just about using multiple powers at the same time. It's about figuring out how they work in concert in really interesting ways.
We're transcending kind of the bounds of light and darkness. There's all these subclasses that really resonate with people, and now you can finally combine those and make your own guardian feel very
remplir la jauge de lumière et la jauge de
This
ténèbres.
like really opens up the doors
J'imagine qu'il
for
faut du coup faire les deux.
unexpected, like really wild stuff.
I love being a hunter and having gunpowder gamble and blowing them up.
Genre,
And then we're
t'as
like, oh,
forcément un
what
chaque
if you could
en
slow
doctrine
enemies? You could throw out, you know, your
pour les
shurikens,
monter.
and then you blow them up as well. And it's like, okay, I didn't think I could ever do those two things at the same time. And you're telling me I can do as much as I
On peut
want?
pas en PVP.
You
Faut
can throw
voir.
Withering
Des fois,
Blade
tu sais.
melee and like bounce it between a bunch of people and get like 3 kills
Et
from
si
one
ça amenait
melee,
de la
and now your
variété?
gunpowder gamble's like fully charged, right?
Peut-être, hein.
And so like certain interactions I think get a
Peut-être
lot
pas.
easier just because we've sort of made the aspects a little bit more permissive, a little bit
Ça
bit
pourrait amener de
looser.
la variété. Ouais, les nouveaux ennemis volants là.
So I think when we playtest, I'm probably gonna be
ça sent pas.
running probably Warlock with the Lightning Surge build where you have Arcane Needle for 3 melee charges, and then you combine that with Lightning Surge. You can throw Bleak Watcher on top of that for just like a little extra crowd control, or you can throw Devour. And so you're, you know, jumping in, lightning surging, that's killing a bunch of stuff. You're activating Devour. That gives you infinite sustain effectively to stay in the fight.
Les
As a
combos vont être
Titan,
vénères.
you can just quickly start using your arc abilities to jolt all the enemies around you, and then kind of finish them off with like the cool blades of Strand, and it's so satisfying to see.
Tu peux avoir ton
how fast you
grappin en
move.
même temps.
It's a very like fun,
Voilà.
destructive build that you can just like destroy everything around you, and it's super fun.
Mais
There
c'est
was
cool.
this moment for me where I was like, wait a minute, I could send out Threadlings and have a Bleak Watcher. It just creates these moments.
Juste, c'est vrai, il y a le côté wait a moment. Comme il a dit. Genre, va falloir qu'on se dise, mais
If you
je mets quoi
combine
avec quoi,
Bleak
quoi.
Watcher and Feed the
Ça fait beaucoup
Void,
de possibilités, hein.
you consume your grenade to throw your Bleak Watcher out there. And so it's, you know, locking stuff down with stasis, doing crowd control. You can clean that stuff up pretty easily with, you know, an Arcane Needle melee, which has 3 charges. Those ability kills will activate Devour, which gives you more grenade energy
te
every time
conseille,
Devour
la reine
activates, so lets you
sorcière
move
de
your Bleak
Tower.
Watcher. And so you can have like multiple Bleak Watchers out on the field,
Et Eclipse
freezing
si tu veux
stuff
être à jour.
everywhere. You're just like launching
Mais la reine
your
sorcière est pour moi
cool
le meilleur
Strand
DLC
melees
qui est sur le
out,
2.
and everything's dying and it's great.
Et en plus, il se tient, genre l'histoire se tient en un arc.
Embracing the challenge of like, how do we make stuff that wasn't initially intended to like work together in the same build? Like, how do we twist them and warp them and push and pull this and that to make them work together?
I'm excited about, you know,
C'est ça,
seeing
Odo.
all the players like talk about their favorite combinations. I'm just looking
Wow.
forward to all the videos that people make of their
Vous allez
own
voir là,
custom
pendant
builds
toute la semaine, les gens vont
with
dire,
their
mais on peut
own
mettre ça avec ça,
exotics
ça
that
avec
they're
ça.
pairing it up with to create like these amazing builds. It feels infinite to me, and I'm really excited about that.
On a bien compris que l'objectif c'est de faire crash les PC, hein. Et je dis les PC, genre, les consoles, hein. Ah, du coup, t'as pas trop raté, Grand, parce que en vrai, l'info c'est quoi? Tu vois en bas, il y a 2 barres qui se chargent. Ténèbres, lumière, elles se rejoignent. Ah, t'es pas obligé qu'elles fassent la même taille d'ailleurs. Vous avez vu là, il y en a une qui était plus chargée que l'autre. Donc c'est bon en vrai, t'es pas obligé d'avoir un équilibre entre lumière et ténèbres. Elle se charge, tu passes en transcendance, et en transcendance, ça a des nouvelles compétences. En plus, tout est rechargé en transcendance. Et en plus, du coup, tu peux cumuler eh ben, les perks de plusieurs doctrines. Tu vois en bas à gauche? Ouais, ouais. Cryo, philo, abyssal.
In the final shape, we're going to be making these new exotic class
Mais là, il
items.
faut qu'ils mettent des nouveaux slots de
These
loadout.
new exotic class items allow you to steal perks from other exotics and combine 2 perks together into
Combiner
one
2
single
perks
exotic.
The perks
exotiques.
that come on them are actually random rolled. One thing that is going to be fun is to chase these perks and then find different combinations that work really well. these new class items are all about Prismatic and making
C'est des items de
that
classe du coup. Hein.
feel good. So it's gonna be all about enhancing your builds and your combination of light and darkness and achieving transcendence and what transcendence does. They also look so good.
With these class items, we wanted them to stand out as special. They
Oui,
have
là je
these
pense
two
qu'il faut
perk
Final
columns
Shape pour pouvoir.
that
Bah oui,
take
c'est la
aspects
présentation
from
Final
other
Shape. Donc,
exotics.
je pense que tu n'auras pas accès à cette combinaison si t'as pas le DLC.
Consider their own, but now they're yours. I managed to get for my slow 'em down, blow 'em up hunter build a
Ouais,
roll exotic
c'est encore plus ouf en vrai
that
de
made
cumuler
it so
deux
powered
exos.
melee kills caused enemies to ignite, and also I could get an extra
En fait, tu
dodge
cumules
charge,
deux effets
so I could do
d'exotique
an
en même
extra
temps,
slow
vélo.
charge on enemies at the same time. We want it to feel a little broken.
J'aime ce que
It definitely
j'entends
felt
là
like I
quand
had
il
two
dit qu'il voulait que
exotics
ça
on my
casse le
cloak,
jeu.
which is kind of the intention. We want that to feel like you're bending the rules a bit.
It just opens up the space for mix and matching in a way that I think is gonna just be fun to see what combinations people find and like and what becomes the meta.
They look amazing. They have visual effects that activate when you are transcendent. It just really ties into this overall
Alors c'est
theme.
deux effets d'exo.
But
Hein.
on top of that, the gameplay with basically stealing exotic traits from other exotics and even from classes that aren't
Et bien sûr, faut voir comment ça
adds
s'applique au
this
niveau de comment on
element
les
of spice to them,
les builds.
and the fact that it's random rolls.
Comment on les craft.
You're going to want to keep looking for the right one for your build.
Les armes cassées de la force, c'était juste un test en fait, j'avoue. C'est ça, ils vont le dire là, tu sais. Bah, clairement, comme je dis, hein, on dirait que les devs ont le droit de dire qu'il fallait que le jeu soit fun. Et ce qui veut dire que peut-être ils vont mettre des trucs bien vénères aussi en termes de difficulté pour que ça aille avec. Donc ça peut être cool s'il y a un up là-dessus aussi. Si derrière
The
on met
Dread
un
are
truc un
this
peu
new
colère.
witness faction.
Tu les aimes pas les tourmenteurs?
When you see
Ah, eux ils
these
sont
new
mimi.
characters, not only do they look unique and new, but you see like a through line that we've been building through the years that connects it all together.
Non, malheureusement, Starmax, c'est un
You've seen
vrai
a member of the Dread before.
mauvais choix qu'ils ont
You
fait.
might remember seeing the Tormentor make a big appearance last year. Well, that was just the first one.
You have like this slate of new enemies with like the
Par contre, si tu veux,
Tormentor
j'ai
and
une
the
place pour les
Subjugators
débutants.
and the Weaver and the
Juste ici.
Attendant and the Grim and the Husk. This is like the embodiment of the Witness in these new enemies.
Et t'as une vidéo d'histoire sur le YouTube de Bungie, une longue vidéo qui peut te
The
permettre d'être un
Grim
peu
is probably
à
one
jour.
of my favorite new enemies that we have in Destiny.
I think it's a poster child of the Dread in some ways. It's this bat with a gun.
The gun bat, yes, exactly.
With this
Eux, ils vont être
scream,
très
it
chiants, je
sweeps all
pense, en
around the
raid. Hein.
battlefield.
Ils me font penser aux
It's a
harpies.
profile we've never seen in Destiny.
You
joues à Dragon's Dogma.
are facing now the first flying character with actual wings.
Les putains de harpies.
They
Je vais tout
can
viser à côté, ça va
screech,
m'énerver.
And if that hits you, it suppresses your abilities. It also slows you down.
It was something that immediately appealed to the team and made us think we have to do this.
Vous fermerez les
We have
yeux
to
hein,
make
quand
this
on
character.
tirera sur les harpies. Ah bah voilà.
The Husk is this melee bruiser who has these incredibly dangerous looking blades, and they're going to do these cool acrobatic attacks.
Oula, alors eux, pareil. Ils sont stylés
They
hein.
hurt. They have two of these very sharp melee weapons, and they just come charging with those things and will just slice and dice. They are really dangerous, especially in groups.
If you manage to kill the Husk, you have to be careful, because if you kill it the wrong way, what's inside of the Husk, the Geist, is going to pop out and it's going to seek you out.
Oh là oh là.
A guy has killed me more than I care to admit. Now I'm like looking everywhere every time I go into a fight, and I'm like, is there a husk somewhere? Is there a husk somewhere? Because I'm targeting that first. The Weaver and the Attendant are our Strand and Stasis scions that have been reshaped by the Witness.
We wanted to show like the influence of darkness powers on these characters.
They have a stasis ability that can shoot at you that will freeze you. They have a strand ability that will pull you across the battlefield.
The fact that you can get suspended and frozen in place just adds a big new dynamic to the fight.
Après, en vrai, eux, ça reste des pions, quoi.
The Weaver
Je
is
pense en vrai, ça
something we've never
passe.
done before. It'll shoot out this
Donc c'est
complete
pas ceux qui te rushent,
powerful
hein.
strand wave.
If that thing hits you, it's almost like a rubber band. It like pulls back and like snaps and like pulls you towards that character. As one character doing that to you, yeah, you can handle it. As soon as there's multiple characters trying to pull you in different directions towards you, you have to approach it in a different way.
Imagine tes brinques-ballets de partout, là.
We're really excited about everything that we've been doing for the final shape.
It just feels like there's a really cool through line through all of this.
It's the culmination of the Guardian's journey over the last 10 years. We wanted to deliver something that's really like fun and exciting and engaging for players.
It is amazing to see this initial inspiration carried all the way through to become a reality in the final shape.
Ouais, grave. En gros, on peut mixer les doctrines, Tara. Les pouvoirs. Du coup, forcément... C'est la classe conquérante. Les gens vont croire que ça s'appelle vraiment comme ça. Ah, c'est joli.
Something's changed in the Guardian. New power. I can feel it.
C'est vrai? Moi, ça m'aide. J'aime l'idée. Pour le coup, ça va forcément rafraîchir ton truc, et puis après, si tu veux toujours jouer qu'une seule doctrine, tu peux, tu vois. Ça va rafraîchir ton gameplay de fou. Tu fais un peu de table rase et tu te dis, bon, alors je mets quoi en grenade, je mets quoi en mêlée, je mets quoi en machin, puis après tu pars. Du coup, il va falloir voir avec les aspects et tout.
Take this power, Guardian. Be brave in dark places. For we are the light.
Et puis pour ceux que ça saoule, il y aura forcément des vidéos builds qui vont sortir par centaines. Des sites, etc. Ça dépend des classes. Je suis avec... J'ai vu avec Cade. Oh là là. Oh là là. En plus ils sont à l'heure, hein. 54, on va pouvoir jouer. Cade. Oh, il y a un vaisseau de pyramide, hein. J'avais même pas vu. Launch trailer world premiere into the light. Ah oui, c'est vrai, bah ça c'est ce qu'on va jouer dans quelques minutes.
As the final shape approaches, and the forces of the Witness surge at the borders of the city, Lord Shax has been authorized by the Vanguard to place an arsenal of banned weapons from his personal collection back into circulation.
Powerful gear for a powerful Guardian. Good luck. Careful with that.
Weapons we once deemed heretical, we now see as desperate measures.
C'est fort rentrer là.
I know you'll use this well. Fight well.
Pushing back buys us only time, but the alternative is unthinkable.
I can't wait to see what you do with that. Magnificent. Nice.
Oui, la refuse. C'est ce qui me hype le plus. Et ça, c'est ce qui m'arrive le plus dans ce qu'on va avoir comme contenu.
It's time,
Le retour de ces
Guardian.
missions.
Crush them. Let them come. Show me what you've got.
So if the enemies of humanity want war, let's give them war.
Bon, en tout cas...
Getting creative. I love to see it.
Ah oui, il y a le shader all black. Gars, hype, hein. Moi, je suis très hype. Comme je vous ai dit, en conclusion très rapide, je trouve que c'est... On sent que il y a une volonté de mettre le fun, sans forcément se dire est-ce que ça va casser le jeu. Là, ils ont l'air d'être en mode bah oui, ça va casser le jeu et c'est ok. Et ça, je trouve ça important dans un jeu quand les devs sont ok avec le fait que peut-être des trucs vont être pétés. Et parfois, c'est cool, en fait, juste on s'amuse. Et ce qui serait bien, c'est qu'il y ait plusieurs trucs pétés. Qu'on se retrouve pas finalement avec un truc tellement pété qu'on joue que ça, forcément, notamment pour le PVP, bien sûr ça fait peur pour le PVP, hein, c'est certain. Je suis pas une joueuse PVP, je joue de temps à autre comme ça, mais je comprendrais la crainte, clairement. Mais ouais, ça donne envie quoi, clairement. Into the Light, on va le découvrir dans quelques instants, Bango. En tout cas, je ferai une petite rediff de ça. C'était cool de suivre ça avec vous aussi.